Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dreams Updates. Thank you so much for my returning subscribers. And if you're a newcomer in this channel, please hit the subscription button. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Kenyans, there is an issue rising from the opposition side. And this issue is what I want us to talk about on this video. So the issue is, as for now, we Kenyans, we know that opposition leaders has Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Mukisa Kitui, Mithika Linturi, and JB Muturi. So, some of you can wonder why I have not called Fred Matiang'I. So, there on the side of Fred Matiang'I, that's where the matters are arising from. As we know, on Tuesday, April 29, 2025, a coalition of Kenya opposition leaders wenye nimewataja walikuwa na meeting. And that meeting ilikuwa hapa Nairobi na ilikuwa ina address different issues. Na tunapata kwamba during that meeting they issued a joint statement condemning the government alleged involvement in extrajudicial killing, land grabbing, and political suppression. They also rejected the ongoing Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission process, citing concerns over its integrity. So now, vile walikuwa hiyo on Tuesday, they were having a meeting. There is something arising from that meeting, in which all the opposition leaders wenye nimewataja, apart from Fred Matiang'I, in which there on the part of Fred Matiang'I, there is where something is arising. There is a joint statement which was issued on that day, Tuesday, April 29, 2025. And that joint statement, it was supposed that all the opposition leaders who were on that meeting, they were supposed to sign it, in which Rigathi Gachagua sign it, Kalonzo Musyoka also sign it, Martha Karua also sign it, Eugene Wamalwa sign it. And when it reached on time for Fred Matiang'I to sign the joint statement, Matiang'I refused. Why did he refuse? So that's where the issue is coming from. Because now the allegation is that Matiang'I is a Uhuru Kenyatta project. And this kind of project is to weaken the opposition and keep sending the intels to Uhuru Kenyatta. So Fred Matiang'I now is alleged that Matiang'I is a Uhuru Kenyatta project. And that's why he did not sign the joint statement on that day, Tuesday, 29th April 2025. So now there is a statement which was released. There is a statement which was released by Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi. And this statement is saying that Kenya's political Avengers have resembled this time to, in quotes, stop Ruto in 2027. Rigathi Gachagua now reinventing himself as a victim of the very system he helped build. He's joined by Kalonzo Musyoka, a perennial candidate whose political strategy seems to hinge entirely on being everyone's deputy, and Eugene Wamalwa, who has made a career of hopping between alliances without ever truly landing. The reappearance of Fred Matiang'I is perhaps the most curious. Absent since 2022, now suddenly reintroduced. They held press conference, they signed a letter, they condemned Ruto. It all had the energy of a group project between students. What blinds them? Not policy, not ideology, just shared resentment and a burning nostalgia for political relevance. Coalition in Kenya rarely survive past the handshake phase. With egos this large and ambitions this loud, even 2026 is looking far. 2027, they might not even agree on who the candidate is by then. So you can clearly see this statement which Ahmed Nasir is issuing, it's clearly an indication that there is something wrong inside the opposition side. Because now Ahmed Nasir Abdullah is saying that they might not even agree on who the candidate is by then. So now it means that this kind of opposition side, we as Kenyans, we have to be so keen. Let us not be lost by the opposition side. We have to be keen and we have to be soberly in mind. Let us not follow because people are following. So that was the statement of Ahmed Nasir Abdullah. Then there is a statement again from Maverick Aoko. So there is two statements here. You have to hear them clearly, because the first one we have read and we have clearly see what's its meaning. Now we have the second statement from Maverick Aoko, and the statement is saying, so now we are hearing the prince himself, Uhuru Kenyatta, is back to his favorite hobby, playing kingmaker from the shadows. Why is Maverick Aoko saying that Uhuru Kenyatta is back to his favorite hobby, playing kingmaker from the shadows? And that's why I was telling you in the first minutes of the video that Fred Matiang'I is suspected to be Uhuru Kenyatta's project. And this kind of project is only to weaken the opposition side and also to gather the intels from the opposition side and feed them to the Uhuru Kenyatta. As we continue with the statement of Maverick is saying, word in the allies is that he's offered Kalonzo Musyoka a neat little retirement check of 4 billion shillings to step down in 2027 and let Fred Matiang'I fly the opposition flag. So there is an allegation showing that Uhuru Kenyatta offered a check of 4 billion shillings to step down in 2027. So here on the part of Fred Matiang'I, there is a very big issue. Then Maverick Aoko is continuing to say, my super CS who disappeared after 2022 and is now back for a fresh presidential run. Meanwhile, Kalonzo, who has waited patiently since Moses parted the Red Sea, is being told to be a statesman and protect his legacy. Legacy of what exactly? Question mark. Endorsements and betrayals? Question mark. Maverick is continuing saying, and where is Martha Karua in all this? Question mark. The woman who carried Raila on her back is now being ghosted like a bad Tinder date. The opposition is being auctioned off in diplomatic lounges, while Kenyans are still shouting akeka hashtag reject finance bill. Ana continue na kusema, the deep state isn't just deep, it is recycling projects like old mitumba. This isn't politics, this is a cartel clearance cell. Anamalizia na kusema 2027 is already rigging itself. You will better wake up. The end of the statement from Maverick Aoko. So now, Kenyans, let us be keen, because let us not follow people just because people are saying this one is the better one, this one is the better one, or this one is the worst, this one is the better. So let us not follow just because people are following. Because now, if you are not keen, we're gonna be lost coming 2027. And that kind of mistake is the mistake we don't want to repeat coming 2027. Kenyans, what's your opinion on this? Drop it at the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for great support. For those who have not subscribed, hit the subscription button and don't forget to like, share, and comment. Otherwise, thank you so much. Let's meet in another video.